live a free lifestyle. I'm going to tell you a little story about what I'm going to offer to you guys. So I'm going to give how-to tutorials on how to do box braids in your hair, crochet braids in your hair, or passion twist, or just tons of different styles from me to you. I do different colors. The last colors I did were blue and light blue, and then I did some curls at the end of the hair, and I got a lot of compliments on that one. And sometimes, you know, you're afraid to go out with blue hair, but it was really life-changing for me. I've done pink, I've done no, I have not done green, but if you want to see that, let me know. I've done red, I've done blonde, I've done brown. Today I'm doing black, and I have never done black, so I'm ready for it, and I'm going to bring you along for the ride. My channel is called Live a Free Lifestyle because every day I come out of my room after working a 9-to-5, work from home job, and I say, oh my gosh, can I just get paid to live my life? Can I live a free lifestyle? Freeing, freedom, passion, not an emptiness, not a just I'm working but I'm bored. I'm not fulfilled. Here I am. I want to live a free lifestyle and bring you guys along for the ride to encourage you to live a free lifestyle too. I think that's what life's about. I don't just think, I really feel like that's what life's about. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you the products that I use before I even start parting, because it's important to know what combs to use, and I use the fishtail end for a nice, easy, strong, straight part. I just got this from Walmart from Conair, and hopefully there's some good combs in there, but we shall see. So I also use a mini, there's hair in it, a mini brush, just to get like a straight, smooth finish when I do put it in a small part in a rubber band. I use Argan oil. And this I just bought from Walmart too, but this is a nice, not greasy gel, so it's good to braid in the hair with. However, since I do have like just smooth hair and I did just put conditioner in it, I will be using beeswax to tie off the end, not tie off, but hold in the end where my hair ends and it goes into the braid. So I'll be more detailed when I get there. Alright, the fun part is the hair, and I'm going to use this brand today. It's Queen Bee Braid, and this caught my attention because on the back it says itch free, and sometimes I take out my braids just because I feel like they get itchy on me. So, okay, anyway, this is 40 inches that I'm going to do today, and it came with a free bundle, so I only paid $8 for this. So if you are gonna follow my steps, go to a hair braiding store. If you're in Minnesota, you can go to Earth's, or you can go to some other 7 Mile has good and cheap hair, but you can usually find one in your area. I found this one in my area. So pre-stretched, pre-pulled, pre-extended, and pre-feathered hair. There are different kinds of hair, but I like braiding hair, and I like a thicker hair because my hair is so thin. So if I put a nice silky hair in here, it will fall out like tomorrow, and we don't want that. So let's get started. Shout out to Queen Bee for giving us this extra bundle, so we get 4 bundles for $7. What a steal. Okay, I just want to show you guys my hair length before we get started. This is the length I currently have, and I'm putting a 40-inch braid in here, but it will be a little shorter than 40 inches just because when you braid it, you know, it brings down the length. So here's what I'm working with, and I'm going to get started by parting it into, I think, about 30 sections, but whatever I come out with, it always looks good. I don't like super small braids, and I do like super big braids, but I just want like a medium braid right now, so I'm thinking something of this size. Alright, let's go. Just parted it down, or not a side part, but just like a little to the side here. And then what I do is usually start by just sectioning it down this way, then I will get going on showing you how to do box braids. So I have 3, and I just wanted to tell you something really quick. I'm going to use a little bit of Eco here because my hair is starting to dry, and when it starts to dry, that's when I bring in the Eco. Okay, so I put a little bit of Eco, and then I bring in the brush because when my hair starts to dry, it just starts to kind of want to do its own thing. So I'm going to put Eco on my fingertips and just brush it down for a nice smooth part and tie that in. Oh, I wanted to tell you as well, I don't like to make these too tight because then my head's gonna hurt, and also it makes me want to take them out sooner. So I already like how these are falling. So these are falling just like that, and then this one's gonna come over that one. So it comes like this, and you're gonna leave it like this. I like to have no animals and no kids around when I do this part, because if this hair, and you'll see it starts to get tangled up, and it's just, that part's not fun. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of hair, about, that might be too much, a little less than that. This much hair for one braid. Okay, so this much hair for this one braid is what I'm going to do. You kind of make it match what you got going on. So my braid's going to have a little bit of brown tied in with the black, which is fine because a lot of people have highlights, and that's what we're doing. Alright, so I'm going to grab the Eco, and I always put some on my fingertips, again, not too much and not too little, and then I'm going to put some at the top of where the hair is and the hair bends, where the hair parts. Alright, I think I'm going to come closer. I actually like to put some down the whole hair because it does, not too much though, because that's when it starts to get cakey. Okay, and then I'll even put a little in here just to tie these hairs down. So I'm going to get these ones out the way and just post them up in this pony. They'll be fine. And we're just going to go with this one. Alright, now this is how you do an easy box braid. So like this. And then I twist it around into a braid. So even from here, we can start distributing out our real hair to the braids. To the fake hair, I'm sorry. So that's when I start distributing it out, and then we keep some of my real hair for another part of the 3 braids, and then we just give some out to this side too. And as we go, we want to make sure it's an even amount the whole time. So this one looks like it has more hair than this middle one, so I'm going to give it some hair. Alright, and we're going to keep going. So then I just want to make sure it went over the rubber band, which it did. If it did not, you just start over and try again. So I'm going to get my fingertips wet with some Eco. I'm going to get my fingertips, give my fingertips some Eco, and then just keep braiding. And I don't know why, this just like makes me so happy. It relaxes me, it makes me happy, it makes me feel pretty. But as soon as I have braids, I'm like, I miss my hair. So it's like a healthy balance of using fake hair and just having the ability to do this. So then you just, can you see that I'm sometimes, and I'm pulling all the way through when I braid, otherwise the bottom is going to get braided along with the top, which is never what we want to do. And I keep distributing out an even amount of hair. That just, it makes the braid even looking, and we want our braids to be even looking. And okay, so I'm going to give some more Eco to my fingers because I can already feel like it's getting, starts to like tangle up if you don't. Alright, so I'm going to finish off this braid and I'll be back for the next one. Alright, so I always like to make sure I got that tied in there good. And then I start distributing hair like almost after 3 winds. So that's my 3rd wind, and I'm going to start distributing some hair. I'm going to give my real hair, some fake hair, just so it's all the same length. And then I'm just going to keep braiding down. Fresh, and I want it to look fresh. So I kind of rub it in a little bit, like I said, and then tie it on in. We want that real hair to tie in with the fake hair. So that's the goal of the Eco, is to just like smooth it into it. Alright, and we just keep braiding, make sure none of this, I want to make sure some of these hairs here stay out for the finished look, okay? So keep braiding down, make sure all parts are even. I can feel that this one is very chunky in the middle, so I'm going to give some pieces out, and let's see how we're looking. This one's a little thinner, so I'm going to find that thicker bunch and give some away here in a little bit. I like to wait till the thin piece and the thick piece are by each other to give it some, so that it's not messing up the pattern of the braid. Alright, so keep on braiding down, add some more Eco to your fingers, and you'll be almost done with the first part that we did. And I'm already starting to get excited because it's looking really good, and this is when you can start feeling how it's going to look on you, how it's going to fall on your face, and you know, I look like Avatar right now, but we'll get there. Okay, so in the middle of me doing my hair, I just want to tell you why I like doing hair, and it's really because it gets me away from real life problems like bills and boys and working. Like, no bills, no boys, okay? Kidding, obviously we have bills, obviously there's going to be people in our lives that come and go. But every time I do my hair, I'm just like, I feel like a different person for one, because I always do different styles. And like I said, you're going to learn how these are going to fall on your face, and they can fall different ways. You can do different things. I even had them over on the other side, which I liked too. So long story short, that's why I like doing hair, is because it just gets me away. It's like my peace. It's like my space. I have some tea over there, I have music going, and I just go at it. Hair over this rubber band, and then left side goes underneath, right side goes on top, and then you just start braiding under, not, okay? Eco on your fingers, keep on braiding, you just keep on swimming, that's how you do it. And if I wasn't doing a tutorial, I usually go really fast, but I always make sure I pull through to the end so that it's not getting tangled up. And I like to give away hair only when they're next to each other. If you're giving away hair when they're not next to each other, then you're going to have a pattern that just isn't straight. Okay, I am back. I finished this whole front half, and now I'm going to work on this. I wanted to show you guys that I part this differently than this front, and I will show you that now. Okay, so this part I just do a little differently, and I will show you that, and then you can do that for all parts, just what I'm going to show you. I'll get started here. I'm going to put a little bit of gel. Okay, so I like to part it not on the same line as the one above it, so I'll go a little bit over. So I will take it from, there's only 3 of them, and that's just the way I do my braids. You can part your hair however you want, but this one I parted in a different line than this one. So if you can see here, I don't part straight down the same line. I moved this one just over a tad bit, and then I put the ponytail in the middle of it, pulling the hair back, instead of down on the side of it, pulling the hair down, because I want this braid to fall back, and I want this braid to fall over, and then I just alternate them. This one's going to fall back. And then when I go to this side, I'm going to section it into 3 parts again. This middle one, the braid is going to fall back, so I don't have just flat braids. They're going to fall back, this one's going to fall down, and then this one's going to fall back. So it's just alternating them that way. Alright, so here's the finished look.